Opting into the open beta. Okay. Quality of life improvements. What are your improvements? 10 times the performance. Okay, well that's something that should have been done a long fucking time ago. Oh, place objects outside the bounds of your maps. So the GM can just like have tokens sitting beside the map and just off the board and bring them in when needed. That's kind of fun. Alright. Zooming to the location of your cursor. That's fun. Radial menu. Precision zooming. Panning. Cool. Center your map view. Okay. Yeah. Right click context menu. Yeah.
I don't know why, but when you said center your map view, in my head, I saw Luke Skywalker down the trench in the in the original Star Wars movie, and just Obi-Wan in his background, center your map.
You're off by 5 degrees. You're slightly tilted. It's a little awkward. Doesn't really affect your performance, but I'd rather if you fixed it. Fog of War and dynamic lighting has been improved. Cool.
Nick, what the fuck is your audio setup for this meme to be happening?
What?
I put a thing in ship posting when you were telling us about your audio setup.
No.
Oh,
Don't
my!
worry about it.
No, new topic.
Don't worry about
you can customize ping images. You know when you like do the circle. It's about the only thing I'm interested in so far. Snap to edge for all grid types. Okay, so I guess when you're doing hexagonal stuff, you can make that work. Tablets and touch devices. Does that mean it works on phones now? Hex grids have been updated. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Doors and windows. Wait. Oh, I guess that's fucking shadow stuff. Multi-selecting and pasting. Pasting multiple times in a row will now spread out the objects so you can easily see them and move them. That's good. Mm-hmm. Rotating and resizing. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say we should get started now that everyone's here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I see nothing for Discord.
My alarm goes
It's
off.
not in there. It's not in
No.
there. Okay. So you won't start it, but click on the rocket. There should be a Roll20 thing. I don't know how it works, so I'm not gonna click it.
What, start an activity? Oh, there is. Good.
Yeah.
Huh.
What are you guys on about?
Don't know how different it is from just normal, but it's there.
Discord made a Roll20 integration.
Oh, Discord.
Neat.
Neato.
Was the
All right.
first of the dead.
Time for
Neato. That stuff's the dead. Oh no. He took all the skeletons.
Nito, the first of the dead.
He
wasn't very interesting.
I mean,
Oh my
that's
god.
sort of his whole deal.
I just find it. I don't know why. I'm thinking about what's the Shaz, the guy who makes the animated like Dark Souls parodies and Elden Ring parodies and shit like that. I'm just imagining that being a joke in one of his videos. Nito, the first of the dead. He unfortunately wasn't very interesting, despite his name.
And it is actually canon in Souls lore that Nito and the descendants, I guess we're gonna call them, his loop echoes, the other Nito likes, very boring. Death is very boring. It's supposed to be peaceful and quiet, as shown in Dark Souls 2 with the human do not produce light. Light, and those who bear it are not welcome in this place. It's supposed to be dead quiet,
Oh,
boring,
the grave
nothing ever
tender,
changes. Yeah. Agdane. Good old Agdane. And his JoJo-powered fighting force.
The meme shield. The sliding doors.
Oh, Orman Reeves.
Have to like
I'm more talking about...
give a funny dance before they can start fighting or something.
Basically, the Grave Wardens, which are technically Agdane's troops, just big Pillarmen-esque shirtless blue men with like flaps over their faces, muscly, very like posed, and they're great. They're fun. They're very Pillarman-esque.
I've never seen the show, and I don't know. I've heard the name, but I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, it's fine. Everything.
But anyways, yeah, we should go ahead and get started. Who remembers what happened last session?
Dirk had a psychedelic dream quest vision. From the city. Who is, I guess now we have to forcefully acknowledge it's actually real.
No, we don't. It can be Bane. Fucking
Dirk is no longer just a crazy dwarf guy.
Exactly. It's real to him.
Yeah.
What exactly is real to you?
You know how Dirk's been referring to.
City
I
talks
hate-
to him.
Oh, I see.
What is this happening? What else happened? Fucking the zombie thing. He got his sickle from the druid, and that's what prompted the whole thing. What else happened? Some stuff went down. Someone else take over. I don't remember what happened before that. Okay, so we saw the guards have a stone. The gangs are. That's the Bloody Claws one. It's on the side of the mountain. It's in the Raven, the Bloodhawks. The gangs are fighting over one of the stones in the Underdark. And there's one on a cave, on a pile of treasure, which I'm sure will amount to about like 100 gold or something. I don't know. On the seaside.
Yes.
So that's fun. I'm honestly just looking forward to the boat mission when we get to go and fight some crabs. Crab.
Crabs.
You underestimate
Now
how
with the
I'm
crab?
looking forward to fighting those fucking crabs.
All you have to do is bring a little shampoo and a tiny comb and you're fine.
Special shampoo.
Alright.
Listen here.
Alright,
son.
what else happened?
There we go.
Wasn't... There was something that delayed us a bunch last session. I remember we didn't get much done. We mostly...
Let's see. Yeah, okay, so, there was after Glad's house, everyone went their separate ways. There was a very huge storm which rolled in, which lasted about 36 hours in-game. With a few through some lulls in the storm, Dirk, Akalos, and Noah fought a trio of greater zombies, which very nearly killed Dirk. And the head druid gave Dirk a moon sickle, which whatever entity he's been calling this, the deep, gave him a vision when he received it. First was down the hole in the yawning portal, where he saw a group of people with the Zentarum tattoo fighting what was basically an all-out war against Drow, Dwergar, and a bunch of deep gnomes, with one of them taking a piece of jade and unfurling a spell scroll. There was a scene of a group of water-deep elite guards among piles of Bloodhawk corpses taking a piece of jade out of one of their nests. And then a vision of a cave with a bunch of treasure on it, including a piece of jade inside there. Lezrin Lael showed up, both to test the group when they were in the City of the Dead, and she also helped against the zombies. And then let's see, Eslyson had another existential crisis as to whether or not she was real.
Oh no, it's not whether or not, it's coming to terms with not.
Yeah. And she was hospitalized by the Black Hand to check her condition, with the two of them meeting up, discussing shadow magic over strawberries dipped in wine.
Soaked in wine. It was very popular among certain kings.
And we had ended last session from the we had ended last session with Dirk and Noah meeting up, and they were heading over to a guard station to get information about the investigation. And then they were going to go to Troll Skull Manor to discuss the group's next move.
What's happening?
So,
yes, that's about it.
yeah. Also, Botus got informed in his own little froggy way.
Yes. He's like, you're an unaccounted for birth like so many others. I don't see what the problem is. And then it was like, then I guess Liz Rinlael kind of more or less informed him, like, no, this is like artificial life or something like that. And that's how he interprets it. And suddenly he's like, slaves on demand.
Yes.
Oh my god.
This is Liz Rinlael's Frankenstein.
I love
monster.
slaves on
It's like an advertisement. Slaves on demand. Get yours now.
Just to put a corpse.
Call 0800 slave for a free slave. Get your free trial.
He's
It's
a grunt,
the HBO of slavery.
You only need to.
Which means, oh no, there's a fair chance that they'll just suddenly delete your slaves out from under you.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Killing them forever. Because they're the only ones who store them, so when they're gone and they don't keep hold of their records, they're gone. So those slaves, they're just dead.
Lost slave media.
Yeah. It sucks that piracy became media preservation.
To be fair,
That
it's
shouldn't be a thing.
technically inevitable,
Oh
but yeah.
man, society.
Well, yeah, it would help if they didn't just delete shit.
Yeah. It's too early for that to be a problem, definitely. I'm just... Eventually, we will get to that point where it's just...
Ubisoft are a bunch of fucking scumbags. Holy shit.
Eventually, we'll reach a point where it's just not feasible to store all media.
Yeah, unfortunately, we
Let's just all agree as a species now. If it's AI-generated media, it just has a rollover, like a rolling delete.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it just unless it
delete
has like
date.
legally important. There's like legally important bullshit. Then like hold on to that because there's going to be.
Yeah. If it's not part of
Alright.
the court
Yeah,
case,
crack of the skeletons.
So,
Anyways.
so you two were going to a guard station to check on the updates for the Dead 3 case, the vampire case?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Noah and Dirk are heading into the guard station to get an update.
Was I not also
on-
there? What happened? I thought that we woke up. No, we like went to bed. Like we all went to our separate apartments.
Oh, we did went to bed. This is the next morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I missed the end of last session. Yes.
No.
What happened?
Yeah. Well, not much. We
Why
woke
didn't I
up.
do the recap? I missed
No.
it.
We woke up. You volunteered. We woke up. Noah went to Doug's house. Had some breakfast together. He landed, and then we went. And then we were gonna go to that. I forgot her name. Glide. Glide's her name. Glides and talk to her about the whole thing. That's about it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Her
Ah,
part, her part is like the cultist and what have you.
Yeah, she went a little murder crazy and may or may not have been under some sort of mind control. We're not sure.
Wait,
Well, we're
right?
gonna
Because
find out.
after we split up, that's when I went and had the whole conversation with Laz Renlail, right?
Yeah.
Or was that the night before?
So then last
That was
night.
the night before.
Yeah.
This is like
That
the
was the night
night. This
before, yeah.
this is after the storm is all finished.
Yeah, you were all in East
Alright,
License.
Did we agree to meet up to go to the guard's place, or
No,
No,
it's
it
just
was
me
it was
and-
just Dirk
me
and
and-
Noah. Yeah.
Yeah.
alright? I guess I'll just hang out at mine then. Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna go and try and find those magic artifacts again. Those magic items. But that can be dealt with later.
Yeah.
Yes. Who do you want to start with? Yeah.
License a straight
I'll give you a
jacket.
second.
I thought you went home, and did you go somewhere? Oh, did you get fully when he said you get hospitalized? That
Yeah.
No,
He just
that
went home.
the hospitalized was like after Glide's house. Was like the hey, I just absorbed some shadow
Oh.
ghost thing. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So that was the
Islyson
examination.
Yeah, I
was
remember
there for
that.
that.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Islyson
remember
is
that.
at Islyson and Aklos are both at the Troll Skull Manor right
Yeah.
now.
Right, because you got teleported back. I had to go and like buy a cloak.
Yeah, we
Right,
got,
because when I left, I was in the canteen. How
yeah.
much would? Right, so how much would a scrolling Blackstaff Tower brand student cloak cost me? Because I assume that's the only one they sell there.
Which house are you?
It's the Blackstaff brand.
That actually sounds like a clothing brand. Blackstaff brand.
It really does.
Uh.
Oh God, Blackstaff.
Oh, I
is
mean,
marked-
if you can have Liquid Death as a water brand, you can
Yeah.
have anything as a clothing brand.
They make like fine men's clothing, so it's like Blackstaff, masculine excellence.
When you say fine, do you mean fine as in sheer or fine as in high quality?
Yes.
I was
God
thinking
damn
mostly
it.
high quality. The sheer stuff is in a different section.
I knew you were going to say yes, Frank. You
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Because it's the exact correct answer.
Anyways, so yeah, we will start with Dirk and Noah heading to the guardsman station to inquire as to what's going on with the case.
Alright, so Doug might be the one that has to talk about doing when we got into it because I wasn't there. I don't remember
I
much of what you all said.
I was. I wasn't there either, but I mean, Dirk was there.
Alright.
I was. Dirk was there. I was not.
No one was there. I was not.
The lights were on,
crap.
but nobody was home.
Okay, so somebody who was there. Do they want to give me the skinny on Little Miss Crazy? What am I
Slice
dealing
and
with here?
Glide.
What am I, the player, dealing with here?
Slice and Glide.
Glide. Anyways,
I'll dump
Yeah,
my notes in the Discord for you to browse. But basically, she was being possessed by the books. You know, Were you there for that
the
interrogation?
books.
Yeah, and we went to a house and fought the blood golem thing and all the ghosts and shit.
I remember the blood golem. I was there for the blood golem. Nothing
I wasn't
really.
there for the blood golem. That's the one I wasn't there for.
Yeah,
Before
I
that-
do believe that you guys were just going to. I don't know if you're going to like. I don't know. You had no indication last time that I remember of talking to her. You from what you were saying, it seemed like you were going to ask for more leads from the guards of like, hey, do you know anything more about like the person who was at the mortuary, or hey, do you know like where like
Yeah.
more the book is, or like where like or things like that.
The black jar.
Okay, so yeah, does Dirk
The
know
canopic
where?
jar, yeah.
No, that's too many. Wait, I have to cut
We
this down.
did not confirm if it was that, but damn, William.
What?
Hmm.
The mason jar.
Better. The pony jar.
The My Little Pony jar.
Yeah.
God damn it. The, there's a game that I've seen a lot of dev notes about on as YouTube shorts. It's called Another Crab's Treasure, where it's basically a Souls, quote unquote, a Souls-like game, but you're playing like a crab going throughout the ocean, and your armor is like your shell, and you get like different types of shells and stuff like that. And there's one, and like the different shells grant you different effects. Like there's like one that's a soda can that you can use as a shell, and its thing is like deep pressure, where you pop the top, and it like poof, and it's like a pulse ability around you. But there's one where it's like it's a glass mason jar, and it basically lets you make glass spikes that if anything hits you, it gets hurt. And its description is it's a glass jar that can hold food or plastic figurine.
Fair enough. That'd be most jars.
I love how certain memes have just penetrated the zeitgeist of various.
Speaking of
Like
jar
the,
penetration, it can also be left in a room alone with one man and a camera.
Anyways. So yes.
So yes, you all met. Last time you were at the guard station, you met Miss Glide. She was ludicrously insane, babbling, fearful.
Absolutely insane, I do
Yes.
say, my dear girl.
We
Quite crazy. I
we-
wouldn't recommend going near her.
we
She's
showed-
batshit.
Yes, we showed her an illusion of the jar, see, and she started bashing her head on the wall.
I think she's losing her mind, my friend.
Yes.
Anyways, so yes, you two were heading to a guard station. Are you
Alright.
heading towards one in particular? Are you heading
Shit, that's the one.
towards just the closest one? Like, what are you doing?
We're both pretty familiar with how the guard operates. Noah and I. He has worked with the guard. I literally served for a long time, actually. So I suppose we would be going to a specific place with probably the best chance of actually getting what we are after.
A place
which
where
is
you know some of the guys, some of the lads, some of the boys.
Okay.
Well, that
the-
and also a place where they actually like hold the sort of like records for that kind of thing.
Oh, so less corruption, more record keeping. Gotcha.
Ooh, that's a good point. Like, would Dirk served as a guard?
He'd definitely have some like dwarven mates who he'd go out drinking with, who used to work with.
Yes, he would. Yeah, could have dwarven mates, halfling mates especially.
He was very
We
popular with
20
the
folk
halfling
got
ladies.
stick together, eh, mate?
The
Yeah, well, also
best
halflings know their
the-
liquid bread.
the place to best go would, if you want like actual information as well as like at somewhere that you could access information and people would be probably Castle Waterdeep.
Mm,
That is where that is where Glide is being held. That's where a lot of the more elite guards are, especially with a case as high profile as this. That is probably the best
ooh, that's
ideal location to go.
yeah, that's right.
Your
This is
highest
also
chances.
yeah. This is also like again, like Dirk would know. This is starting to involve.
People hear about
this is-
repeated bloody murders.
Yeah,
The
this is
rich
starting
people.
to involve like nobility and shit. So, I mean, there would be certain benefits in reaching out to an old buddy, but there's a lot more to it than that now because we got snobs involved.
Fucking blue bloods.
Yeah, so like even if Dirk did have like a
Context?
buddy on the inside, yeah, a contact or a buddy on the inside, they will probably not be in the best mood to like talk to him right now. It's like this is way above the pay grade. This is like stuff that gets your head chopped off if you blab in the wrong people in the wrong circles.
I
mean,
will note the
not that
nobility and
yeah.
the Masked Lords would be more likely to meet over here at the Palace of Waterdeep. The Castle Waterdeep is more administrative in nature.
Well,
Who's got too much
we'll-
stuff?
yeah, I was about to say we'll. Ah, crap. Where is like the main guard house? Like the nexus.
Headquarters.
Where did it, Yeah, the
The
headquarters,
main guard house is like, as I said, it
Headquarters.
would be Castle Waterdeep.
Castle Waterdeep. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Our best bet for regarding
Yeah,
against
Castle
like,
Waterdeep here.
yeah, this is like nobility bullshit. Let's head to Castle. Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's-
I am a proficient detective. It is my job to go there.
Yep, I'll pay for the cab. That's two copper.
Yes, it would
I
be.
believe so.
Yeah, we'll finish up our breakfast and Dirk will come on down in his in all of his globus glory,
Waterdeep town.
and he will pay for fare and
Get
we'll head on down.
His ovular continents.
I'm just imagining Dirk like rolling down the street like a Zorb.
Sword.
Just bouncing.
like Veruca,
Veruca Salt.
like Violet.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Veruca Salt was the squirrel one.
Yeah, Violet is. I'm trying to remember her last name, but I can't. But yeah, she got blueberried.
Oh
Is it-
yes, from Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Sun and Violet, Violet.
I was gonna say her name is like a wart, but no, that's Veruca,
Yeah.
which is funny.
Yeah. Name your daughter after an ass wart.
No, I think it was specifically like a wart on the bottom of the foot.
Okay.
Either way. But yes,
Maybe I'm thinking carbuncle.
So the two of you will head towards the scene of the events. Do you have anything you would like to do on the way there, or are you just making your way downtown?
Seeing as we're both gonna be working together, I guess I'm just gonna compare notes.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay, sounds good.
What was that?
Yeah, well, we can compare notes.
I don't know if Dirk would remember this troll, but I'm not sure if he'd remember to ask because you remember the butcher's hook?
Oh
cursed one, the cold
yeah,
one?
the curse thing.
See if we can
yeah.
get that. I don't know if they'll let us have it yet. Probably not. It's likely still in evidence, but maybe just check up on it
Yeah,
if Dirk would remember.
I don't think Dirk wants anything to do with it.
Oh, you've got the
It's-
hook
it
you want.
is-
I helped you get your hook. Why don't you help me get my hook?
Well, your hook is unnatural.
My hook is
And-
evil and cursed, sure, but what's that got to
Yes.
do with anything?
I will have you know that evil
Look.
and curses are entirely natural.
Don't be discriminatory. Yeah.
It also apparently the presence of these sort of like wild, unchecked undead pisses off the deep. Like every single time he's encountered these goddamn things, there's been this whatchamacallit,
It
Aversion.
may be
sort of
it may be
this flare
fueled by
of-
this. It may
Yeah,
be fueled by the souls of screaming orphans, but that doesn't make it unnatural.
the heart of a forsaken child.
Tasty.
Oh God, why'd you have to make it weird, Freaky?
Everything I do is weird.
But yeah, no, it's also like he's been whatchamacallit. There's been like this feeling of formless alien piss offedness every single time he's encountered like the undead minions of whatever the fuck is going on in the city right now. So no, he's not inclined to have a cursed object floating around in the city. I hope you understand.
Oh yeah, by the
That's
way,
okay. I'll get it behind your back.
while you guys
Okay,
are
cool.
at Castle Waterdeep, a certain aged half elf walking past with a stack of papers just sneers at you.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Bill's
he
gotten
like
a lot
him.
older since we last met him.
he actively stink eyes you as he walks past.
What the hell? What's up with that guy? He's weird.
Oh yeah,
What are
Dirk.
people
Did you-
talking about?
I don't think Dirk never met him, did he?
I
No, he never met him. Doesn't
Fair
know who
enough.
he is, but he's just like. "Ugh,
So you,
evil."
Akalos.
So would he know to stink eye? Or is that just
Sorry,
racism?
just you, Akalos.
Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah, it's just Noah and Dirk, so neither of which have met.
Okay, I don't know why I thought Akalos was there. Never
But Dirk
mind.
will see like just the most downtrodden, like, oh wow, look at that guy.
This guy
His
has
paperwork has his soul.
he has exactly
just like normal,
Eastlaston's
please.
eyes.
Thank you.
I'm not close enough to see that. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that guy's got nothing else to live for. You think his soul is stained with ink?
Yeah, I mean, I have a
He's sort of
yeah, I have a drawing.
as he sort of
Miss-
elbows
Mr. Spudkin?
Noah.
Mrs. Spudkin, if the Soul Code Thief isn't talking to you right now, I believe you would envy his job. Having his job.
We all serve the city in our own ways, and she will consume who she will consume.
90-something
Exactly.
year old office worker.
Some of us are lucky enough. Some of us are born with a little bit more life to not do anything with. Is that right? But is that right? Links to that man that I don't know who he is.
He doesn't even fucking look at you.
Paperwork.
God, that the way you phrase that is so dire. Some of us are blessed with more life to do nothing with. Oh God.
I love that. It's like, I see you pretend to not respect me, and just sort of like, wow, just
I
come
don't
on
expect
with
to be
gangers.
attacked at this time of day. Jeez. Alright, there we go.
Anyway,
Light off,
It was
plasma
mainly-
globe on.
It was mainly as a human talking to other long life people.
I know. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But still, like there's like lotus eaters. Oh man.
Okay, but yes, you guys will head into Castle Waterdeep. There's not a whole lot of pushback since like you are both like rather well known in the guard circles. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. And yes, you will head towards like basically where the higher ups would be. Their offices would be things uh like senior guards, senior investigators, like the kind of people where it's like, oh yeah, they all they've been on the force so long that they don't actually go out and patrol anymore unless it's either a really important case or B to train a trainee.
He's getting harassed by some what appears to be a reporter. Sir, is it true that you have claimed on record to have never said the word vile bloods before? Meanwhile, we have this publication from you in which you use the word 17 times.
Anyways. So yes. Yeah, you guys are right outside the door of a like basically like the biggest guardhouse.
I guess we're in it. We are in it, or in front of it, or well, I guess we're gonna approach. Yeah, I mean, approach
Yeah.
the main whatchamacallits, main. Oh, I have a brain. It doesn't work really good, but I got one. I guess we approach the main gate. Look like we belong there, but just say hi to the guy out front.
Yeah, you see, yeah, there is a basically a receptionist in front of you, what looks like a rather relatively junior guard who looks like they don't much care to be there at this early stage in the morning. And yeah, you just see various little desks and offices behind them of the various senior guards. Consume his power. Unlimited power.
Exactly.
I love that meme.
Oh my god, just imagine going into like the Emperor's throne room and on the left wall, like an aquarium, is just like this pile of kittens just like playing. It's like, what's with the kitten farm? It's like, make him even more evil.
I make you
Drains them of
evil.
death.
Here
My
I see you.
girlfriend, Cruella de Vil.
I see that you have noticed my kitten.
Her
Good.
name excites me.
Yeah.
This one is Stewart. This one is Stewart. This one is Screwit. This one is Hewitt.
This one is Brewitt. He is my favorite. I will eat him first.
Oh god. And this one is Johannesson.
Vader named him against my recommendations.
How dare they defy my royal imperial naming convention?
We're going.
They are better Anyway,
Anyway,
Are we going crazy? I think we're going crazy. I feel like we're going crazy.
A little.
I don't know
Uh,
what y'all people are talking about anymore.
so you guys are at the guard station, like with all the senior guards. What are you doing?
Well, we're here to speak in questions with Glide, right?
Well, we're here to inquire as to Ms. Glide and how she is. How she's.
And also, ask about what what new stuff that they have found from the old building, and from then on because of the storm, what new development they have made, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Also, we're here to inquire about Glide, potential leads on the woman or man with the reversible cloak with the red cloak. Yes, that's really it.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yes.
Oh, first of all, uh, we talked to.
Also potential identification any potential
Identification.
identification of the, I guess you could call the the basalt canoptic jar. There's also
Yeah.
any potential leads they might want to give to some purveyors of the old ultraviolence regarding anything that they might want done during this whatchamacallits. They got any
Investigation?
jobs? Yes, they got any job. They want us to kill anything. We're good at killing things, or well, preventing things from getting killed. Be that as it may, whatever the case may be. There we go. God.
So are you asking to speak with Glad again? Are you asking for more information on the current case? Like, are you asking about?
Well, first of all, we're going to ask if
Are you asking
Glide is
for another
available.
job?
In order, any
Hmm?
information on the woman in red. Ask to see. All right, hold on. I'm going to write this out in chat. And if Noah agrees, if this is a good order, ask about any leads on the woman with the red cloak.
The Red Riding Hood.
Interview Glide. Interview Glide to see if she has any further. Interview Glide to see if she has had any further recollections now that she's had time to calm down and be studied. Is studied by the wizards and basically by the state or by the city. Ask Glide about the basalt jar. Inquire as to any potential jobs regarding this issue. Guard may want to pass along to us. There we go. Sound like a plan? Look like a plan? Chemical?
Let's see.
Noah?
Red Cloak first. Interview Glide Jar, potential jobs. I mean, in between asking about the leads on the woman with the red cloak, in between asking about the red cloak and then interviewing about Glide is, what what have they gotten since? I guess we're gonna call it the Blood Golem incident.
Yeah, the blood.
But,
That's right, the blood
yeah,
golem incident.
yeah,
I
because
suppose
we
that would.
don't really. They were supposed to like rummage through the place, see, and basically investigate, see what they can find.
Yeah. We'll ask about the red cloak woman, and then we'll do the blood golem. Red cloak, blood golem. Oh, then anything else about the fighting pit location?
Troll, do
Why
I
is there
see
gunfire?
Dragon in here?
There we go.
No, I don't think it was.
He was
I
just
think
laying
he was
down a
just like.
sick beat.
Oh,
He was just
sorry.
tapping against his
I was
door or
tapping
something.
against the desk. Sorry about that. But yeah, red cloak, blood golem. Then anything else about the fighting pit location? Then the interview with Glide. We'll basically put her. We'll see how she's doing. Maybe get a baseline. We'll see how she's doing. Get a baseline measure of her mood, and then ask about something that seems to might have a magical compulsion about it, about the basalt jaw. Like, see if she's. I want to interview her first in general, just so we can see like how in control of herself she is before we ask about anything that has like a magical compulsion about it. You know.
That's fair. As far as I can tell from last time, just it seems that she is very good at control. But enough now. New developments.
Yeah, a day
Yeah.
can and also cannot result in quite a bit of changes in one's
Good
perspective.
job. Good job. Yep.
Yeah, sounds like
Shall we?
we shall. After you, Mr. Noah. Or rather, actually, hold on a second. Yeah, I'll. Yeah, Dirk will approach the. Well, first of all, are we let inside?
I mean, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We are. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
I see anybody in guard insignia that's like officious behind a desk, etc.?
Like you are currently in a room. In front of you is what looks to be a guard and like a junior guard who seems to want to be somewhere else, kind of. And behind them is like basically a precinct of like older and more experienced guards.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll. Man, he's gonna be in a bad mood. He's in a bad mood, or rather, he has a bad attitude. So Dirk's gonna take a moment. He's gonna make sure doesn't have any crumbs in his beard. Make sure his hair is straight. He's actually gonna. Is it cold in here? Is it cold in the room?
A little bit.
All right. Dirk will take off his jacket so he's not a gigantic brown and red orb with arms and a beard. And yet
Okay.
again, he looks like a outside of the jacket, which seems to basically deflate around him whenever he takes it off. Like he looks like a rather well built, somewhat well dressed, heavily armed dwarf with snowy white hair. Yeah, Santa looking motherfucker. Pale, very pale blue eyes, which he hasn't always had. And he approaches the desk.
You look ridiculous, Mr. Spock.
I've been. Yeah.
He's in disguise. Wait. Oh, shit.
There's a pause at that as Dirk thinks for a second. He pauses as he says very quietly, I think I look how she wants me to look. And without elaboration, he approaches the desk. Hey there!
And yeah, as you approach, like the guardsman will look at you and say, hello, can I help you?" Let's see.
I guess
Derek
not.
Spudkin. Yeah. Sorry. Am I waiting, or should I just say something?
No, say something.
Oh, sorry. I'm having a hard time ordering my goddamn everything right now. Hello there, Derek Spudkin, private investigative former god. I guess kind of off and on again, currently actually on in the employ of the Crown regarding the, spooky shenanigans. Can, can you help me, please?
Yes. I'm sorry. What are you looking? You're looking for what?
Yeah. Hi there. I'm working with the gods regarding the started off with a bunch of like nondescript murders, except that like blood was taken away, but then apparently we're dealing with. He sort of lowers his voice and leans forward a bit, like a little conspiratorial like side grade. He says, "Apparently we're dealing with like the Dead Three. I'm here to check up on possible developments that have happened over the last few hours."
He will.
Are you the
He
individual
will.
who's been put in charge of this particular kettle of fish?
No, I'm just here to receive guests and things like that. I will. I will go speak with my colleagues and see if there are any that are working on the case.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Just
Actually, no,
imagine this guy
they,
at the
they
desk
don't. Yeah,
just
no, actually, yeah, no, they
turning
don't
around, just
indicate.
screaming across the room, just, "I fill the fucks up with that Dead 3 case!"
I was about to say no, no, sir. I don't think officers talk to each other quite like that. Usually, once you're outside of the force.
It's not like an
Anyway,
official case number designation on on this one. Or are we not that? Or we're not there yet. We're not that organized yet.
I don't think society is precisely that organized yet. But
Let's see.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of filing system for all the paperwork they generate.
true.
They'd have some sort of organizational system, even if it's not case numbers.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe they just burn it all after the case is done, but I don't know. It's like, right, don't need to keep these.
But anyways, yes. So, yeah, you'll see. He will get up. He'll ask you to please wait here. And he will head further into like the precinct. Give me a second. Cat deployed. Target neutralized. But yes, after a couple of minutes, a larger guard appears, one that you, Dirk, will actually recognize.
Oh.
He is one of the guards who you actually worked with back when you were a guard.
Oh, shoot. Do I get to name this NPC?
Carl!
Sure.
Carl!
His name is Chad. Chad Thundercock.
Chad Brodsky. Chad
He
Broski.
tries to show it off to everyone. It's a bit disconcerting.
Personally, I like. I think
we won't
Chad's
stop
pretty
talking
good.
about it. Yep, Chad is a good, solid name of a god.
I was actually thinking of maybe Joseph.
Chats.
Joseph.
Did you say Broseph or
Chud
Joseph?
short wide.
No, he said Joseph.
I did say
Joseph.
Joseph. Yeah,
Yeah,
Joseph.
sure, Joseph.
Chosef.
Chad Joseph? Or Joseph Chad?
What lineage is he?
The guy is a let's see, is a gnome.
Instantaneous gnome attack.
Is he? Does he?
Is he a wizard?
Like a? Yeah, like. What sort of gnome? What kind of gnome?
This is important to me personally, William, if he's a wizard or not.
He is not a wizard now.
Damn. Wait. Okay, never mind.
Probably not Lantanese. Actually, if he's not Lantanese, yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. Joseph Feathertoes. There we are.
He is very specifically a rock gnome.
All right. So probably.
But yeah, he will greet you.
Also, just get to call
hello.
him.
Hello there.
Go ahead.
What brings you here? Hey,
Hey there, Joe.
The dead 3 case.
Yeah,
as he like gets a good look at you, he says, "God, you got fat."
actually, Dirk is very much not fat. He used to be. Then he got
Took off
turned
his
into
coat.
Then he got turned into a possum. To which, actually,
Straight, as it turns out, stress is great for losing weight. Wouldn't
exactly.
recommend
And
it, but
actually, that is how that is how Dirk will respond. He said, you know how it is. You get turned into a possum. You put on 15 pounds. How you doing, Joe?"
This war in the streets hasn't really been good for a lot of us.
Yeah, kind of.
Like a third of the old gone down.
A third of the old crew are gone.
Yeah.
Ah, crap. I you know,
Yes.
let me guess. Did Lucky make it? I was always telling him he needed to retire.
He is called Lucky for a reason.
Eh,
Lucky you didn't have to live
always,
through all
he
this
was always
shit.
our good luck charm. Oh man, I always knew it would run out though. Oh man, that sucks. But yeah, I'm on this current. I'm actually kind of. Would you believe me if, hey Joe? Would you believe me if I said that this gang war and the potential? Would Joseph know about Dirk's weirdness, like his gut intuitions and such? And the
Dirk
source
talking
thereof?
like about the deep is, I'm gonna guess, not a new development.
Okay. So he would probably have heard Dirk refer to the deep as, like, the lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. As it turns out, Cho, as it turns out, the lady, the lady's has been hinting that the gang war and this current, the gang war and the three, there's some links, apparently. I'm still trying to, you know how it is. I'm still trying to suss it out.
That's interesting because we've got nothing like that.
Well, I mean, you know, you and I, we've been serving. We served for 45. We served for 45 years. Like I put you through your paces. I put you through your places. I christened your child, for God's sake. But you know, when has she ever let me down? When she it leans in, when has she ever let us down? She's telling me things, man. There's something going on here. The two are related. Xanathar's crew and the Deep. They either it doesn't matter that they don't like each other. They're stepping on the same sort of toes, or so it seems like.
But either way, are you here for? What are you here for?
I'm here for two things. I'm here for a few things really. I'm looking for potential development. Do you have a noble by the name of Glide Earth Genasi?
She is not a noble.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
a rich merchant.
She's just
Yeah,
she's
she's
a
like-
monk.
okay.
Yeah.
Or just a
Yeah.
merchant
You-
in general.
Aristocrat,
Do you have
basically.
Do you got a fancy lady named Glide Earth Genasi? She's obviously related to the three. She's related to this murder case that is apparently, chopped up in like this strange undead freaking shenanigans. Which, by the way, catch me on the way out, and I will fill you in upon the latest developments. If apparently you are handling that show.
Well, most of it is already dealt with, but yeah,
Dealt with. So,
yeah, we've cleared out as many places as we could with in regards to those corpses and.
oh, well, that's good. So, I guess you won't mind then if I.
We just we just have a few things we do need to wrap up with the case, but what did you need? What were you gonna ask?
Let's see here. Pulls out his by now very somewhat wrinkled like flip notebook. Here we go. About a couple days ago, a couple days ago, my team and I, we assaulted you may have heard of it. We assaulted the abandoned mortuary. Found several undead. They were put down. This was also perhaps something called a greater shade. No, that's something else. That was later. No, that was in fact the mortuary. Greater shade. A woman in a red cloak was seen running down the street. I was wondering, have you managed to apprehend this woman, or possibly figure out any further information upon her? I mean, if you got her, I'd love to talk with her.
Unfortunately, we have not. Waterdeep is a very big city, and shapeshifters make it very hard to find a single person in particular.
Yeah. But this woman had a very red cloak, reversible, actually. So that's not so bad.
Height of
Let me guess.
technology.
You still got. Let me guess. You still out looking for her?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's how that is. Okay, I'll leave a little check mark here. Let's see here. Here we go. Later that day, my friends and I, Joe, I've recently come into some magical bullshit. We'll talk about it over drinks later. Any more developments regarding the possible formation, sources, or controllers of the blood golem that was put down a couple days ago?
The thing with the blood golem, it was Glide who did it.
Ah,
With the power of the books, we
ah.
we burned several of them.
Very good.
Had to
Very
destroy
good.
them.
You are so
Yeah,
lucky
make sure
Slicey
that-
didn't hear that.
Was anything? Were they? I got. Dirk does pull out his little grease pencil. Was anything gleaned from these books before they were destroyed? Anything that you are privy to tell?
Just that it seems like whatever effects that the books had, they were they seem to be exponential. The more books there were, each book had a much greater effect than the last.
So getting these books to interesting. Kind of like that. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, almost like a compound ritual text, I guess you could call it.
Somewhat, but it's. I would just say it's basically multiplying by 5.
Hmm. And these books, they were basically dedicated to the dead three. I'm willing to bet.
Mostly to Bale, but yes, the dead 3.
All right, yeah, thank you. I got that written down here. Just making sure that what I got here jives with the official record. You know what I mean? All right, so that's about it. Apparently, you do not have it. You got any? We'll come to that later. Joe, can I see Miss Glide?
Hmm.
That is shit, sorry.
Sorry, give me a second.
Yeah.
Uh, I suppose we could let you try. She's been rather not uncooperative, but very melancholic.
Regretful?
Yeah.
I see. All right. Well, thanks, Joe.
Oh.
Ow! Sorry. I'm having. Sorry, I'm a little bit off. Sorry, everybody. I am a little bit off today. I'm recovering from an injury.
Yeah. How is your arm, by the way?
It is very stiff. I'm able to move it, but it hurts every single time I move it. But I'm getting my range of motion back. That's nice.
Well, then don't move it, mate.
I have to move it. If I don't, things aren't going to set right. Ah. All right, there we go. All right, I'm fine.
Good.
Yes, very good.
So yes, the yeah, he will allow you to head. He'll like tell you to come follow him, and he will take you to Miss Glide's. cell.
Thank you.
Think about death way too much. And yeah, you are once again taken to her cell, which is in like the very bottom, like the oldest cells, the ones with anti-magic around them.
How do I feel approaching these cells, considering what's been going on with me as a character?
You're not actually inside the cell, so
Oh,
so Dirk is
I will
more or
ask- I
less
will ask-
fine.
I will ask in it. I will ask later then.
Okay.
Yes. Is Noah with me? And
Yes.
yeah, ready to go on in and see.
I guess you have a Kalos's notes of the interrogation, well, from what I shared with you
Yes.
earlier.
Yes.
So you know what buttons not to push.
Yes.
The question is, you can push them anyway. Buttons are just sitting there going, touch me, touch me.
The coated button.
Look at how pretty and tempting I am. Aren't you tempted?
Touchable.
Yes. Are we allowed into the cell?
You are very much not allowed into the cell.
Okay then. Well, I should say, do I approach? Is there like a guard I can approach to be?
I mean, there's Brosif is with you there. There is also a guard at the end of the hallway and a guard outside of the cell.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I'm. Yes. Okay, Dirk is going to gently. Can you describe the door to the cell to me, please?
It is a very thick, very heavy wooden door. It is reinforced with about 10 thick iron bands around holding it together. There is a uh, very hefty crossbar helping keep the door closed, as well as other more traditional locks. And at about head height for a human uh, is a small 6-inch by 6-inch window, which uh, which has a weave of thin iron rods, uh, acting
Great.
as a barrier to as a grate.
Yeah. Um. Okay. Dirk will. What's in the hallway? If anything is in the hallway.
The only thing in the hallway is the single guard.
All right. Oh, you didn't miss a whole much. You didn't miss very much, Noah. We just had. Unfortunately, there are no new leads on the shape-shifting woman with the reversible red cloak. The very little has been gleaned from the books, other than the fact that they are part potentially of a larger ritual, as well as also potentially complementary of each other. Like when they are closer together, the rituals that you can cast using these things are magnified by about 5 times each. So if you were to say have like discrete power levels of a ritual, one book would get you like a level 1 ritual, 2 books would get you like a level 5, 3 books would get you level 25, and so on. So
Exponential.
The arc of the amount of shady evil shit you can do is greatly exponentially magnified by the more books of these books that you have when you are actually attempting the ritual. Now, how that exactly works in terms of like maybe they have like referencing to each other, etc., I don't know. I'm not an expert on on blood rituals, but it's good that most of them, if not, or I should say, the ones that have been captured by the guard, have since actually been burned. They do have references to the full 3, but they are all predominantly to do with Baal. Thank you. And so now we are about to have our interrogation with Glide. Well, interview with Glide.
Interview to Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. At head height, there's a thing of humans. Or should say, there's a small viewing window at head height for humans. Dirk is not human shaped. In fact, that's probably why Joseph kind of likes Dirk so much, because Dirk is like 4'4". So
Dirk is friend shaped.
Dirk is friend shaped, yes. So Dirk is like staring up at the viewing window, and he just mutters to himself like, "I do not want to ask somebody to carry me up."
Then fret not.
Dirk is probably tall enough where he could like tiptoe his way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, Dirk will
like a child trying to look over a counter.
Yeah, Dirk will actually he will approach the door, and
yeah, there is the guard there. Just
he will
outside.
Oh yeah. Dirk will approach the door, give the guard a nod, and then he will start. How to put this? He will change the way that he is carrying himself, in that he will start making like obvious noises of motion. Like there's someone obvious. Like if someone were to be inside the cell, they could hear through the slit or through the window. Someone is obviously approaching.
I mean, yeah, it is a basically empty hallway in a dungeon. Like, they probably heard you coming from like before you even entered the hallway.
Yeah. But again, like Dirk doesn't want to. It's a means of making sure that there's
it's making
no
them
nasty
making
surprises.
them comfortable. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's a comfort thing.
You don't want to.
He's not here.
Them.
Yeah, he's not here to. He's not here to be frightening or anything like that. So
your methods astound me, Mr. Spotkin.
Dirk, she looks. You were in character. You were here a little while ago, like 2 days ago. She is very noticeably worse looking right now.
Oh.
Like,
what's going on?
her hair is bedraggled. She looks like she hasn't slept in the entirety of the 2 days since you were here last. She is in a straitjacket, and she is tied to the chair she is in.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Miss. Good to see you, Miss. I keep forgetting her name. I just remember her name is Glide. I forgot her last name again.
Simultan? Simultan?
Glide simultaneous.
Simultan.
Good to see you, Miss Simultan.
Hello in there. Hello in there. Dirk will sort of. He is sort of straining as he sort of waves from the bottom of the viewing.
Is there like surely there'd be like a stool somewhere for
I was
like
about to
gnome
say,
guards, right? Like in the guard station, you could pick one up on the way down.
I will say, hey, can I get a stool, please?
Oh, yeah, they'll nod to you, Dirk, and like they'll someone will head towards like to grab something for you, but for now, she looks at you, Dirk, and looks at you, Noah. She like almost as if for several seconds she doesn't like do anything, doesn't say anything. Then she looks towards you and like blinks notably hard. She blinks hard, and then like opens her eyes and looks back to you and well, hello. You're not staring at me. Are you real?
As tangible as the flesh, my dear.
You know, I think Dirk is gonna like he's going to again like he's gonna sort of wave his hand along the bottom of the viewing slit and then knock his knuckles against the door. Tick tock tock. You know, I think I'm pretty real right now. How you feeling?
She like looks around, like looks towards the corner of her room where her bed is, almost as if she's listening to someone speak. As she just says, she'll just turn to you after a few seconds and say, "I've been better."
Well, you
No,
don't look too well now, are you?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, she got a little bit of a sense of humor left in there. That's a good sign.
Even an insane
I
person has a sense of humor, Mrs. Butkin.
you'd be surprised just how humorless crazy makes you go. And he'll look back. He'll look back inside, and he'll say, "Isn't that right? You ain't crazy, is you?" A lot of
She like
crazy
look.
things. There's a lot of
She
crazy things
turns.
happening.
She turns from you back to like the turns back to looking towards where her bed is. Another few seconds of just staring, and then turns back to you. I honestly don't know.
And he is actually laughing. And there's like a slight dip of his face below the viewing window, followed by like a thump of his forehead pressed against the door. And then a pause, and he goes back up and he says, "Yeah, you ain't crazy. You don't question. You're there to question it. You ain't crazy. All right, all right. I want you to remember that. You know who you are enough to care about whether or not you're here. Okay? Does that make sense?"
She will look towards you again, a little dejectedly, and as she just says, "If you say so."
I do. Hi there. You don't know me. That's fine. My name is Dirk Sputkin. I'm a private investigator. Uh, you may not remember me from before, but you did admit to doing some, well, rather unpleasant things. And, while, not precisely yourself. Is that about, does that sound right?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you be okay, not necessarily, I'm gonna make you, not, I don't want you, how do I put this? How have you been feeling? Like, we'll start with some basics. How have you been feeling lately? According to my notes, and according to what I remember, you were trying to leave the city, but you got angry before you could get onto the boat. According to my notes, also, you are a member of the merchants. You are a merchant of not inconsiderable wealth and ability. That seems a bit strange, doesn't it? You sort of losing control of yourself like that.
She will shake her head as she just says, no, I didn't get mad, no."
She got heated and was arrested for assault.
The they were the uh, the voices from books. They told me to do things, and every and they get louder and louder until I did, and after I did enough, I couldn't remember, and then I just woke up in my house, and I was covered in blood, and I I don't know what happened, and didn't know what happened, and I tried to get out of the city, and when I couldn't, the the books, they told me that I
Take a breath. Right in front of me. I want to see you breathe.
uh yeah, she's breathing a little heavier than like she probably should.
Yeah.
Not hyperventilating per se, but she's she's like kind of short of breath. She does seem a little short of breath at the moment.
Yeah.
From what I remember, you told me somebody, one of the, was it like a spokesperson or the captain? Was it William?
Yeah, it was like one of the people who it was like the person who was allowing people on the docks or onto the boat.
Yeah. So, from what I remember, you told me last time you were packing up your stuff and about to leave before one of the one of the docks worker that was letting people in, didn't let you in. Didn't let you on for some
See,
reason.
1 second.
Hmm? Oh,
Fucking cat knocked something over. I gotta make sure.
alright then.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You said that one of the dogs was letting people on the boat, didn't let you on. Was for reasons for now. And the voices in your head got angry. Is that right so far?
Yes,
And
the ones from the book.
did you did you remember doing anything before you blacking out?
Uh, well, I would. They, they were whispers at first, but they kept telling me to do things, and every time I said no, it would get louder, and every time I did, it would get quieter again. And then I just wanted them to stop, so I, for a while, I just kind of blacked out.
Can you can you tell me when the voices began?
Um, yes,
If we went over this, okay.
I wasn't there.
she had said, oh yeah,
Oh,
uh, she's,
Yeah.
yeah, last time
That's why I said
that,
compare notes.
sorry.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
fine, it's
so
fine.
yeah, fine.
Okay. That's right.
So
Basically, she had, she's like a collector, and like she collected various things, and she basically, when she got like 3 books about the Dead Threes when it
Ah,
started, and then at first it was basically just like kind of like whispers off in the distance, but then she collected a few more, and they got louder, and
yeah. Actually, no. Can I take that question back? Instead,
yeah.
ask. So, if you don't mind me asking, why did you start collecting these sorts of artifacts, shall we say?
Just they,
Derek?
I've always
What?
loved books. Just
Necessarily, yeah.
they, uh, I never thought that they would do this.
and it was all books. Books that you got from the auction?
Various auctions, yeah. I got a couple from estate sales. One was from a person just one was from someone selling their spouse's stuff. No, you're fine. You're fine, Dirk.
And,
Oh,
and
oh.
like you said, it was all of them were books. Nothing else?
No, just mostly books.
Okay. I wasn't here when they came back. Did I ask what else they found on in the house?
Uh, yeah, they didn't, and they like swept the house for like any other like monsters and things like that. Uh, but yeah, it was just the most of the stuff was already destroyed. Was destroyed when you were there, and
So far as much as we know, it's just the 3 magic demon books. Okay.
there were a few more. There were a few more than that, but yeah, like all the books are gone now, as well as all of the
Huh.
monsters and things like that.
I don't know if I missed something, I'm sorry. Were the books designed for a specific ritual in mind, or just general enhancements to Dead 3 related rituals?
Uh,
I don't know if that was ever specified. Like, do we know?
No one has told you as of yet. No.
Okay, sweet. Wasn't sure I missed anything.
Could I? These books, Dirk has seen these books, right? They are obviously unsettling, bound in human leather. Like the one that Dirk saw was bound in like humanoid leather, correct?
Yes.
And she had just told Dirk that the reason that she got into these things was because she just has a love of books.
Yes.
Uh-huh. A love of books that feel and look wrong. Okay.
She is a
She is a
fan
book collector.
specifically of like the esoteric, like the strange and like the unusual.
Also,
No, not specifically wrong, just things that are different.
Are there specific laws against possessing certain, like again, Dirk is part of the guard. Are there specific laws against possessing such artifacts in Waterdeep? For example, is the open worship of, say, Cyric? Is the open worship of Cyric allowed in Waterdeep? Or Baal? Or Miracle? Or, you know.
Let's see. Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, let's see. Sorry, give me a second. A lot of stuff isn't quote unquote illegal, but it is, but open worship is not welcome, so to speak. Like you would never find a temple to Cyric or a temple to Bane in Waterdeep, but like it's not like a person would be arrested for worshiping them. They would probably be more likely lynched by a crowd of by like a bunch of the other citizens.
I was about to. So she would. Can I run an insight check as to her possible motives for seeking out these, well, macabre and accursed artifacts, given that she is a merchant? Therefore, she would be a little bit, which I can't think.
Seems weird for a merchant to collect weird and macabre books.
It would be disadvantageous to well, yes, collect things that would get your storefront burned down should it ever come out that you had them.
I guess it comes to the
It's a bit
Yes.
odd.
Comes to know it.
She's not a merchant. She's an aristocrat.
Huh.
Oh, I thought she was a merchant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
But
thought she
she's
was a
a-
merchant too. Okay.
I keep hearing like a merchant aristocrat. Huh.
That she buys books. She collects them. She does like do restoration works and stuff like that. And like she will sell books to other people, but like mostly she just collects books. Yeah.
Hey. gonna check the notes here. I'm checking to see where she may have gotten the very first book.
Did I not include that? I think I had that somewhere.
She doesn't remember the last. She doesn't remember the last 3 weeks. She bought at an auction a book about the Priest of the Dead 3 and started hearing things, whispers from many voices, and wondered if, oh, hey, there we go. She bought at an auction a book about the Priest of the Dead 3. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. This could lead to a potential... Okay. I need to order my... Okay. Should still have pamphlet, or the what's it called? Pamphlet. The you don't typically go to an auction not knowing what they have on hand. There's like a program of things that you can vote for. Like if you want to go to the auction house will oftentimes give you like a little inventory of what they have, as well as also a quick little
Yes,
bit of
but
provenance.
there is also like there are ones where it's like they will just
There are blind auctions.
yes, or like mystery items to add
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
to add to like the hype and things like that.
Yeah, Dirk is gonna ask her. When the voices started, and when you read the book regarding the Priests of the Dead 3 and started hearing things, did you buy that book from a blind auction or was it an open auction?
It was an open one.
Okay, so was it a mystery item towards the back, or was there actually like a bit of a marquee about it, describing like where the book came from, a little teaser about why you would want it?
There was providence to it, yes.
All right, very good. Thank you so much. Do you remember the provenance of that book? The listed provenance of that book? Who sold it to the auction? Like, where was the auction money for this item going to?
The sorry, give me a second. There, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do have the records of the various at my house.
Dirk sort of smiles. Did the stool? Has the stool come?
It would be roughly around now that the stool would be getting here.
Yeah. Dirk will grunt and say, "Excuse me." Thank you. Thanks, Joe. As he will again with an exaggerated amount of sound, sort of place the stool on the ground, kathunk, adjust it with a little hoot, and squirt, with a little hoot and scrape on the ground as he adjusts and he steps up with like a little clack of his boots on the top as he stands on top. And
I thought it was like a vertically adjustable seat, and you was like as you like screwed it up.
Oh God! If it was only that, if it was that ridiculous, I would. But no, he stands up top and he is smiling. He is sort of smiling, hopefully, at her as he says, "Where do you keep that? Where do you? There we go. Where do you keep your auction programs, ma'am?"
It was in my library.
All right. All right. Thank you. I will make a note. Auction programs in the library. Look for provenance of. Basically, look for the source of the first books. Like, did they? With a little note. Did they? With little follow-up questions to himself that he does show Noah. Did they come from outside of the city, or did they come from inside of the city? At which point, then a line below is Miss Isid. What's her last name? Shit.
Seymour Tan.
Seymour.
Is Simortan a cat's paw, or just just a random opportunity? Like, is this deeper? Like, is she?
Or is it completely an actual?
Yeah. Was she like the chose? Is she a chosen patsy, or was this like a conspiracy of opportunity? Was she just the person that got a hold of this book, or was she
We have to
chosen
also
to be a
Was
person?
she?
What?
You're
So you're
trying to figure out,
asking
was
if
she
this was an accident
was
or
she
not?
yes, was she a victim or a target?
Is she?
Yeah.
Is she a target? Was she like a victimized target, or just? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. But yeah. So
Yeah, so far
Well,
this would be basically the only bit of new potential information, like the only new lead that we're getting so far.
Hang on a
I
second.
forgot.
And-
Did we
Oh,
ask where the auction got the book?
Because what if she's been
no.
casting disguise self or something? I don't know.
She is in
And an anti-magic cell.
No, I mean before. Is she the person in the red cloak? We asked this. Is she a wizard?
Actually, that's a good question. Hold on. Akalos, high or low? Am I going to metagame?
I don't know. Just would Dirk think of it? It's
Actually,
just
yeah,
something
Dirk
I'm
is
putting
like,
out in the air.
Dirk is like level 15.
I feel like
Or
a guard
not
would
level
just
15.
know.
Yeah.
Like they probably would have asked her at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, maybe not. Jeez.
Ma'am, this might seem kind of a strange question, but are you very magically inclined at all?
not really. No, I learned the mending cantrip, but other than that, not really.
Again, out of character, so it's not really a question for her. It's possible that when she got possessed, if she got knowledge on how to do the ritual from the books, she might have got knowledge on how to cast disguise self or something from the books. Because wizards, that's all
That's
just
kind of
knowledge,
honestly.
right? So
But honestly, I kind of
it's
had the
something
same
to consider.
thought. I'm not gonna
That
lie.
maybe it might all just be her, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, there's still at least one other person though, because the person who brought the jug.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So
The person who
But
bought the
still.
jug was the other form of the woman in the red cloak.
yeah, but that would have been before she lost. Before she started losing memories, I think. So it doesn't quite line up.
No,
But yeah,
it
I mean,
doesn't.
like,
Never mind.
she could totally be duping us, or she just, or I don't disagree
Yeah,
with
either
what you're
she's
saying. Though. I
lying
actually
to
think
us, or it's not happening. That's the only way it could happen.
yeah.
Or she started losing memories earlier than she thought, and she doesn't remember. But that would be.
Which I mean is kind of which might not be entirely incorrect, but like I'm hesitant to only rely on that when we don't know for sure. You know?
Yeah, it seems weird. That if they
Yeah,
could make her forget
sketchy.
she was losing memories, why wouldn't they do it for the longer period?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Probably not her. Still looking for a different person then.
Yeah. It's easy. It's easy. I just once we're done here, I will, out of earshot, Dirk will ask Joseph about the effects that Glide had when she was arrested. Because remember, she was arrested with her bags. Also asked Joseph.
She
for
was
report
arrested while she
regarding-
was possessed.
Yes, exactly. Which means that either Glide. If only Glide knows the mending above table. If only Glide knows the mending cantrip, what spells might the possessed body, the possessed personality know?
Well, what we're thinking of here is disguise self, but
Yes.
probably a lot more violent spells, to be perfectly honest.
Well, that's just it. Like, if there was spellcraft involved, then things are going to get a lot more complicated. If there wasn't, well, that will answer that question, actually.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty sure it's at least 2 people, her and the job.
Yeah, so, well, again, like, it's either gonna, things are gonna get more complicated in one area and less complicated in another, or vice versa. Things are basically we're gonna know more, essentially, in either case. But yes. So far, the only new thing we have is the auction programs in her library, and, Dirk's gonna... Yeah.
That's all we got so far, but it's not a bad lead, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dirk's gonna pause a second. His smile is gonna falter a bit as he's gonna say, ma'am, have you been sleeping lately? You don't look like it, but it has been several hours. A couple days. Really.
She'll give a little laugh. Not a nice laugh. More like someone who is like trying to hold it together a little bit. As she'll say, no, I haven't. And she'll like turn back to the she'll turn back to like the her bed, or like once again she'll like almost, it almost looks like she's listening to someone talk, as she'll like give a little laugh and say, yeah, he won't let me.
He won't let you. Who is he?
I don't know.
Do you know? Can you tell me what he looks like?
I was about to ask, is he in the room with you right now? You keep looking towards the bed.
Once again, like there is like the shift between her looking at whoever is she's talking about, and then back to you, as she'll give like a little an almost cheeky grin as she says, "Oh, so you can't see him either."
I've been seeing a lot of things lately. I got turned into a possum recently. It's a whole thing. If we ever meet again, remind me to tell you about it. But no, I don't see anybody else in that cell except for you.
Is the bed, is the bed like to the wall where the door is?
Basically, if you were to like look in the room, the bed is along the right wall, pressed with like the head against the far wall.
Okay. So you say you can't see him, but you can hear him.
No, he's let's see. She like shake her head and she'll say, no, I can see him.
Mind
Can
introducing us? Then mind
yeah.
introducing him to us.
Either introduce him or at least describe him? Actually,
For us,
before...
for us people who go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, man, this may seem like a strange question, but then again, what the fuck doesn't these days? Has he been able to interact with or touch you at all?
He's never tried. He just
All right,
he keeps
good.
telling me to leave, and I don't want to, and he gets mad when I don't do what he says, but
So you are aware of him. He's aware of you. uh, is he aware of me?
I don't know.
Well, as would you like to find out?
She seems to be struggling with that question.
If I were to call him, say, a scum-sucking, low-life cultist motherfucker who will ultimately come to no avail. Any reaction?
She's like looking in the corner, and she just blinks a little and says, "He seemed amused." She
Ah,
laughed.
Sorry, can she see him? She can't see him, right?
No, she
Can.
she can see him.
Oh. Alright.
well, he is in fact aware of your surroundings. But, and Dirk sort of leans in and sort of tilts his head a little bit. Look at me, please. So far,
She'll
so far, he hasn't seemed to be able to hurt you. Has he been able to
not
take control since upon you getting inside of this room?
no. I feel like seems to trying to think rather hard, as let me see. Okay. What spell this person has ever cast? Unfortunately, no. No, there is not. You could probably do. There might be some divination spells, like particularly powerful divination spells, but uh, just off the cuff now. Uh, She'll like seems to like clench her eyes rather hard as if she's trying to concentrate a little bit, and just say, uh, yes, I remember now. He's one of the voices. I remember that now. The ones that were telling me to obey, and the ones that he's the one that got Matt the most angry when when the ship worker wouldn't do what I asked.
Now, this Now, I want you to keep in mind. Miss Glide. What's her last name? Fuck. Can someone write it out, please?
Some Morton.
There we go, Sim Morton. Now, Miss Sim Morton, I want you to do something for me, okay? I want you to take a good look at him and describe him for me, okay? And before you do so, I want you to take a look at this. And Dirk will show her that he is in fact having a notebook.
Remember last time we showed her a picture of the person, she went into a seizure.
No. It's not a picture of the person. He is saying that, like, and I want you to take a look at this, and so that you, or rather, he, will know that you are about to submit a recorded description of this person that only he thinks you can see or would be able to identify. Do you understand why I am asking you to take back control like this, Miss Morton?
Let's see. She'll kind of like, so that he can't.
Exactly. You've done some very bad things. I don't know if you will be able to be ever forgiven for doing these things, but you have to understand something. The guy in there made you do it, and the guy in there thinks he can make you do it and get away with it. But with your help, we can at least make sure, well, depending upon the nature of this person, we can at least make sure that you, I don't want to say it out loud.
She'll nod
You
and
did terrible. You did terrible things, but you shouldn't be the only one to answer for them.
if she'll like look towards the corner of the room where she'll just say, he's human, I think. He has very pale white skin, almost looks like powder. Like he has powder on his face to make it so white. He has very dark circles around his eyes. His hairline, he has like a very pronounced. He has shoulder length black hair with a very pronounced widow's peak. A very scruffy beard and mustache. His eyes are red. He's wearing a gray robe. Very shabby looking, very worn. His teeth are his teeth are actually perfect.
Man has good dental care.
Does he have any sort of identifying jewelry on? Any identifying marks?
No.
No scars. How is he reacting to your description?
Preening slightly at the perfect teeth comment.
He's. I think he finds it funny.
Mr. Morton?
Is that all?
Mr. Morton, can you actually... Have you ever tried talking back to him?
I don't want to.
Would you do it for me, please? And
Roll a
if you...
persuasion check.
I'm not bad at it. But I did roll slightly below average. That is a 12.
What do you want me to say to him?
Ask him for a name, please.
And yeah, she will. She seems to just like ask the open air for a name. And after a couple seconds, she seems to grimace a little bit as and she just says, he said I don't deserve to know, and just laughed at me.
There will be a sigh. Just like a sigh. And then Dirk will say, you know, it's really, really rich coming from a dead guy trapped inside of a woman. Like, this cell cuts off any, he's, okay, so, it's very rich talking about, like, hearing things from what is essentially like a spiritual and mental parasite, especially one trapped with their victim with no way out.
When you say parasite, like she very noticeably flinches, almost as if someone had started yelling at her.
And Dirk sort of he's not really looking at her. He's looking like visibly he's looking at his notebook as though like he's in the middle of taking notes and just sort of commenting, like thinking about himself. A parasite trapped in the body of this victim, no way out, nowhere to go, no way to influence their plans at all. Looking at their final oblivion, like square in the jaw, like the hangman's noose. Like, you think I don't know what the fuck you are? You think you're safe? I know you don't care about that, but I mean, here at this moment of absolute freaking helplessness, your only means of physically interacting with the world, literally tied to a freaking chair, and you comment about the hands that you steal, just sort of tied again to a chair, magically cut off from your compatriots who are probably laughing at you right now because you are stupid enough to get caught. Like, wow. Like, no final howl into that good night, no growl of defiance, no telling me what your freaking name is. So that, I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I'd go like, my name is Dirk Sputkin, and you will freaking know my wrath, and the dead three will come for you, and nothing. You're content to die as an anonymous parasite. Okay, that's your prerogative. I mean, that's your prerogative.
As you keep talking, like she does seem to be, she seems to be getting like more and more like frightened almost of something. Eventually,
Dirk,
like
yeah.
she just starts you can hear her start whimpering.
And Dirk will say very gently, "Look at me, Mrs. Samorton. I want to see him. I want to, as we've established, he can only see the things that you see. The lamprey has no eyes of his own. He only has yours. I don't want you to see my smugness." And there is just this smug look as Dirk says, Dirk just grins. You're gonna die in there. And no one's gonna know who the fuck you are. And no one's gonna give a fuck who you were. Fucking man in a goddamn shabby, unmarked gray robe. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Thank you, Mrs. Samorton. You've been extremely helpful. You've been perhaps one of the bravest people I know. Certainly braver and graver than whatever the fuck it is that has been basically terrorizing you. Are we done here, Noah? I think we're done here.
Unconventional methods, I must say, Mrs. Sputkin. But certainly something interesting. Let's see. What's up?
Oh, go ahead.
No, what'd you say?
Oh, I was asking you to repeat that last bit.
Unconventional methods, Mrs. Sputkin. Nonetheless, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's basically been just looking at the insides of the cell as while he's talking. He's trying to memorize, and I guess Doug has written down what she described to him. Described the person inside the cell with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. He's gonna. Noah's gonna ask her. Let's go. So, has it all? Is it only him left? You haven't heard of the others?
I haven't heard any of the others. No, I haven't. I only started seeing him after I got arrested the first time.
Of course he is. He's the only one who was stupid enough to be in there at the time before and to stick around when he was basically getting trapped inside a magic-proof cell.
We were in the cell with you when we first captured you. So you're saying that he was there when he was there when we were basically talking with you the first time.
Yes. He didn't. He kind of came and went. I thought it was just leftover from whatever happened.
Yeah, no.
Interesting.
Yeah, no. He was just the poor, stupid parasite, the last leech to have a turn on you, and he was dumb enough to let himself get trapped.
Then these are the other questions.
Yeah.
No.
By the way, as Dirk is basically insulting this specter, how is she reacting?
As
Like parasite, trapped, dumb enough to be the one to get trapped, etc.
she, I did say it earlier, but I guess you might not have heard it.
I heard that like she's probably being screamed at right now.
Yeah, she seems to be getting more and more scared, of whatever is happening, and to the point like eventually she just starts whimpering.
Mr. Morton, again, I thank you very much. You've been exceedingly brave. Just know that right now, inside of that chair, I don't know if he can act. I don't think he can actually hurt you. Because if he could, and he leans in, he'd do it by now. You have a good day. And Dirk will climb down from the stool, dust himself off, put away his grease pencil in his notebook. Joe, I need to ask you some questions.
There's like the raised eyebrow as to like after all the things that have been happening, but he'll like nod to you and he'll say, let's go, let's head up.
And as soon as he's sure that he's out of earshot of the door, he will whisper to Cho. Cho, what sort of clerical resources do we got a hold of right now? What can be arranged, possibly for an exorcism, possibly to. Yeah, go ahead.
We have of course the Temple of Helm, and we have several options, of course. I don't know if she'll ever really be free of what happened.
Well, right now, she is essentially trapped in there with. Well, I don't know exactly how to describe it exactly, but I mean, nothing can get in, nothing can get out. But there is, which means it's just her and that guy. And if he is just like banished, if he's just banished to the freaking afterlife. I mean, hell, that would be that. I mean, you know, I attended church. I know where good people go. It'll be fun to think of him as like getting like flaming pine cones stuck up his ass forever. But really, what we need is we need a way to get him out of her, and we need to get him somewhere where he can be questioned, which is it's not even a thing that can be done. Oh man, oh man. I mean, I'm not a priest.
Raised eyebrows. He just gives you a small, weak smile. You don't say. You don't say.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I know. Anywho, there are two things. First of all, can I get a report? Can I get a copy of the report regarding her arrest at the docks, as well as also a report detailing the her effects at the docks when she was arrested? Like, I'm sure you're familiar. Actually, you know what? You can probably tell me. Did she have a red robe on her, like a red reversible robe?
No.
Cloak.
No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Did she show any sort of magical aptitude when she was brought in?
No, but she did seem weirdly strong. She she knocked a couple of the guards out with only a few hits. She hasn't shown anything like that since she got locked up. As for effects,
Oh, I said you don't have to worry about that right now.
hey,
Well, what?
Mostly she just had some money, a few maps, basically a few change of clothes, basically whatever could fit into into her sack, I guess. But I actually have some good news for you. The some of the a couple of the items have been that we found. Yeah, we since you guys are the ones who found it and defeated it, we're more than willing to offer it to you. Unfortunately, that meat hook thing had to be destroyed, but we do have the cloak. We do have the shroud.
Extremely cursed shroud.
Extremely cursed shroud.
The one that when I put on, I had to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm not there, but like, I guess it must be fine.
I was about to say, Dirk was going to ask, what sort of
Oh
items are
yeah,
we
party!
talking about
It's
here?
cursed. It's cursed shroud time. Let's go.
I'm gonna be the most shrouded guy.
And yeah, he will actually take
This
you
is the
to.
first of my deathly hallows.
He'll take you to the. He will take you to like an evidence store, and he will hand you the shroud along with a paper saying what it does.
Ah, yes, the shroud.
Silver shroud.
The black pashmina, black pashmina scarf.
The
Yes.
black shroud.
Spooky shroud. The spookinator.
Favorite cursed pashmina scarf.
Oh, fuck
Ah.
yeah, that's cool.
So the cloak became looser for every dawn. Okay, so it's gonna be harder to wear.
Has this been the
Yo,
looked
guys,
over?
if we're going and killing a bunch of... Oh, but the minimum CR is half, so... You can't just... They definitely put that in, because someone was like, I'm just gonna go murder some rats, guys, I'll be back in a second.
Murder some squirrels. See you at the park.
Just like, alright,
I'm
sorry
pretty
guys, I
sure
gotta do
this.
my morning rat murder ritual.
I'm
Excuse
pretty
me
sure
for a
this
moment.
was
Goes into the
I will.
barred-off storeroom in the basement and just picks up 20 rats from
It's-
his massive swarm.
It's interesting that it's CR1.
You just
does,
imagine just having like a bag you could just pull rats out of spontaneously. Just have an eternal supply of rats when you need them.
how does Dirk? Oh, go ahead.
I mean, if you have this, what is it called? The bag of Shreks. You can just pull animals on.
What's
It'll basically feel like every single day.
wait?
Papa_Henry05 has
Yeah.
subscribed.
How much is Dirk looked? Is the shroud like right in front of him? Like right in front of Dirk?
Yeah,
you
it
very
would
much, Papa
basically
Henry.
be a. Yeah, it's like it's in a box basically in front of him.
Okay. Dirk
You
will
fucking give this shroud back.
without yeah, with very deliberate motions. Dirk will sort of gently open the box and take a look inside and look right at the thing itself. How does Dirk feel upon seeing this thing that was basically wrapped around something that, when he first laid eyes upon it, like the city was literally screaming at him to destroy it? Like what he thinks is the spirit of the city was just filling him with rage.
Probably not angry or anything, but he definitely does feel like uncomfortable looking at this thing.
Yeah. Dirk will sigh, close the box, and say, "How much? How much to buy this and take it off your hands?"
No. It's since you were the ones to find it, you have, and your group was the one, and since your group was the ones to find it, and your group was the ones to kill the thing that had it, since it's not cursed or anything, you do have first dibs to it. If you,
Oh! It ain't cursed.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Dirk will take the box. He will take the box. Like the box. Not just the shroud inside, but the box containing the shroud and the card, and he'll tuck it under his arm. It's mighty honest of you, thank you. That's mighty honest of you, thank you. Oh, yeah. Resolve Noah's questions, please. Oh. Feel free to do so in writing for... Please, because I need to go use the bathroom soon.
But yeah, you take the book,
Yeah, the box. Yeah, the box.
or the box, yeah. Do you guys head out then?
No, I had some questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Noah has
Yeah,
questions.
I'm answering them.
I see.
Oh man, Dirk has the thing right in front of him, and he has a free attunement slot.
Oi.
But he's also not a jackass. He's not a loot goblin.
I mean,
Islyson, I do believe Islyson did say that he wanted or she wanted it. She's like, I call dibs on the cloak.
Dibs on the shadow cloak.
Oh my! Oh yeah, it would give Islyson damage spell.
Oh yeah, she's got how many damage spells does Lyson have? That's actually a great question. Let's see. 1, 2,
That's a whoo! A
3.
Crunch.
as much as I kind of want it, I think practically speaking, I don't know if it would probably be better for his license though.
I don't know. I didn't actually read the effect very well.
It's pretty interesting, actually.
Let's have a look. See, shall we? We'll actually do share it with the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the magic items.
I meant like, did
Yeah,
you
here,
tell
sure.
the party what effect it has? But yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Why is
well,
it
yeah,
so
it comes with a little
gray?
card. Well,
Super.
I know,
gray.
it's really annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Let's
What's the range on the creature that dies, and does the wearer of the cloak have to kill it?
15 feet and no.
Okay. Four charges for wounds, 8 for invisibility, 10 for fear, 15 for dimension door. It loses 1d4 plus 1 daily at dawn. It maxes out to 20 charges. So yeah, this is an item that is very ball. Very ball. Because it is assuming you're killing at least like 5 for it to be useful. It's CR1
Yeah, I don't know how
half
useful it would be for his
creatures.
license actually if she has to be within 15 feet.
Yeah, also it's CR1 half creatures, which is kind of spooky, because that's like a red brand ruffian, which has multi-attack. Like a... So you can't kill commoners, you have to hunt powerful people. Or monsters as well.
As I
So
said,
yeah,
my rat
not-
slaughtering plans went
Yeah.
out the window.
Yeah, even giant rats wouldn't. I think diseased giant rats would.
I'll have to find some of them then.
Yeah. But yeah,
or
that might,
alternatively, no, I'll just get some I'll get some regular giant rats and then make them diseased.
that might actually be better for you or Dirk.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
here's
Someone on the front lines.
thing. You said the cloak was made out of like wispy shadow. Is it made of actual shadow material, or is that just a material effect of some kind?
It seems to be more of a material effect.
Oh no, guys, I don't know if I can take it. I just realized I'd have to give up one of my my bright primary color scheme. I don't want to give up my bright green cloak, my forest green cloak.